the pioneers of indigo double denim, girl group Bewitched stormed the charts seemingly out of nowhere in the mid-90s. Together, twin sisters Adele and Kivy Lynch, Lindsay Armour and Sinead O'Carroll became the first band in history to have 4 debut UK #1 singles, and even toured with NSYNC and Britney Spears. Formed in 1997, they achieved worldwide success with hits including C'est la vie, Roller Coaster, To You I Belong and Blame It on the Weatherman. For Kivy and the rest of the girls, who are set to perform on This Morning Today, it was like living in a dream. It took us by surprise, Kivy, whose brother is Shane Lynch of Boyzone fame. We were just 4 girls with a little dream in Ireland and suddenly it was like, this is actually happening. But despite selling more than 3 million albums, the group were suddenly dropped by their record company in 2002, leaving the foursome reeling as they tried to come to terms with the shock. Adele said, "It's indicative of how the industry was. We were dropped after selling an unbelievable amount of records that are really difficult to sell now. People don't sell a tenth of it and still have hits and careers. But it's just how it was." So what happened next for the group after their traumatic split? Lindsay Armour Lindsay, now 44, walked away from the spotlight for 7 years before taking acting lessons at the Poor School in London. In 2013, she appeared in 2 short films, Threads and Rescue Me. And the following year she starred as Georgina in The Smoke, and played Sonia in 2015's Daisy. Lindsay also tried her luck on stage in theatre productions such as Ring Round the Moon, Habeas Corpus, The Cherry Orchard and A Christmas Carol. Most recently, she was spotted by fans in Netflix's popular new series Stay Close. The drama is based on a novel of the same title by Harlan Coben and stars James Nesbitt and Richard Armitage. Lindsay married 911 singer Lee Brennan in 2006 but they split 5 years later. In October 2015 she married recruitment director Indy Paul, who she has daughter Sophia Helena Paul, 5, and son, Ayrton, 3 with. Adele Lynch, now 42 years old, the Dublin-born star recently changed her trademark brunette locks to blonde, unlike identical twin Kivy, who still has her trademark dark dresses. Songwriter Adele remained in the music business and co-wrote Some Kind of Miracle for Girls Aloud's debut album Sound of the Underground. She has also written tracks for the Sugar Babes, and formed a duo with Kivy, performing as Ms. Lynch and later the Barbarellas between 2009 and 2012. She appeared on Celebrity Big Brother and won Celebrity Apprentice Ireland in 2013. But despite her success, Adele found herself in a dark place as her 7-year marriage to Michael Barrett crumbled in 2014. The mother of 3 admitted doing shots of vodka in a bid to take the edge off the pain, revealing she would pull her hair out and punch herself in the head. She said, "I was finding it really hard to deal with. I remember waking up every morning just wanting to just even take a few shots of vodka so nobody would smell it on my breath. It would take the edge off and no one would know and I could survive the day easier." Speaking with her fellow bandmates on their podcast, Starting Over with Bewitched, she told how the incident scared her so much that she never did it again. But she still had a lot of demons to unpack. "I was very frustrated as well because all I felt like doing was just screaming and shouting and carries so much anger and turmoil inside you, like where does that go?" she said. On reflection, it was self-harm. "I started pulling my hair out, punching myself in the head so nobody would notice the bruises, or punching myself where people wouldn't see, and at the time that was all just a way of trying to cope for me, and I didn't see it for what it was at the time, but I was just drowning. Completely drowning. Adele has also retrained as an actor, but was forced to take an admin job during lockdown just to make ends meet. Appearing on Virgin Media One's Elaine show, she said, "Truthfully, just to pay the bills, I've actually taken an admin job for the past year. We literally have nothing on the go and no support at all in our industry. I have 3 children, and so I have to be realistic and bring some kind of pennies through the door. I'm an admin whiz at the minute." Sinead O'Carroll, by her own admission, by the time the band ended, Sinead was ready to settle down, get married and start a family anyway. Sinead, 49, tied the knot with Mike Ramon in June 2006, and welcomed son, Blake, and a daughter, Samara. But while her home life was ticking along nicely, the star realized that the time had come to do something about her mental health. For years during the band and after, she suffered from phobias that were so severe that they stopped her sleeping. As a child, she would wake up terrified in the middle of the night, convinced that someone was going to break in. As an adult, her anxiety manifested itself as a fear of dogs, amongst other things. And when she suffered a miscarriage, things only escalated. Sinead told the Irish Sunday Mirror, "I hated staying in hotels by myself. I don't feel safe. I always would knock on a deal's door and say, 'Can I bunk in here?' It was like I was up all night, then going to bed, traveling home and schoolhouse and kids. By Wednesday I would be in bits. I just felt uneasy all the time." Someone suggested that she should try EFT, emotional freedom techniques, a move which changed her life. The technique involves acupressure and repeating affirmations to calm the nerves. "I went for 3 EFT sessions and I found it incredible. You go on a journey with your phobia or fear and it gives you the power over it," she explained. "I do distance healing for the Bewitched girls. Years ago when I first got into it, the girls would ring me up about stuff, but we're all deep thinkers really. It's my only other interest. We're all constantly changing, we're all on a self-awareness journey and nobody has it all worked out. I love numerology too." Kiwi Lynch took the split hard, with Sinead telling the Irish Mirror how her bandmate suffered a nervous breakdown. Speaking about the terrifying chapter, Kiwi, 43, told how she often couldn't find the energy to get out of bed after years of feeling like she was in her twin sister's shadow. "I went through severe depression. For the first 2 years I just sat on my sofa and cried nearly every day," Kiwi told the Daily Star Sunday in 2007. "I had no motivation and just felt awful about the whole thing. A lot of days I literally didn't want to get out of bed. Up until last year I was really messed up. I didn't like myself. I didn't know who I was and I just could not get to grips with myself. It was horrible. I thought about ending it all. But I would never do that to my family and friends." Kiwi eventually got the help she needed and now runs her own private counseling practice in London for survivors of rape and sexual violence. She married husband Nathaniel Kummer in May 2017 and they are parents to daughter Freya, 5, and 2-year-old twins Felix and Alana. If you're struggling and need to talk, the Samaritans operate a free helpline open 24/7 on 116 123. Alternatively, you can email joe@samaritans.org or visit their site to find your local branch.